Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2021, and today I want to talk to you about why I can no longer be gay. The reason why is because, to be honest, the dudes won't let me. You try to find somebody that is real, trying to find somebody that is honest. You can't find any dudes these days that are just above board with you. They all want to play games, they all want to lie, they all want to misrepresent themselves, and it's just exhausting. It's really tiresome. And for so long, gay men and women have fought for their rights, and we fought for what? For what? To live a lifestyle that is putting us all in jeopardy and in danger. You know, you go on these apps looking for true love and looking for connection, looking for intimacy. All you find is nothing but a bunch of junkies, whores, prostitutes, people that are, quote, masseuses looking to give you, I guess, deep tissue massage when really they're just trying to rob you. Bunch of thieves, people who are on Tina, Molly, all these heavy drugs. Please, it's just a mess. You got people on there that are pastors, married, open relationships. It's like these apps attract nothing but dysfunctional people. Nothing but dysfunctional people and unhealthy lifestyles. You got men out there who got HIV and don't tell nobody. Nobody. They're angry at the world because they contracted HIV, so they're going out here just giving it to everybody they can. Telling you that they are what? Negative on PrEP when really they're positive on meds. We need to wake up. And that's why I'm posting this video today, because I want everybody out there who is a gay man, especially gay men, to rethink this life, because quite frankly, this life is nothing but a sad story on repeat. It's nothing but a sad story. And I know I'm going to get a backlash. I know that everybody has something to say, but let's be honest. When we examine the life and we look at it, we put a microscope up to this life, let's really ponder. Is it healthy? Does it promote longevity? Does it promote fidelity? It doesn't. It promotes these open polyamorous relationships where you're going from one person to the next person to the next person, passing on this disease, that, every disease known to man. And it's unfair. It's unfair. I know me personally, it's unfair to me because I realize that I love myself. I work hard on myself. Why aren't other people working as hard for me as I'm working for myself? That's why it's unfair. I realize that there are so many blatant, covert forms of disrespect. It's disrespectful not to have a picture up there. It's disrespectful not to offer a prompt response. It's disrespectful to block somebody. And that's what you see on these apps. No one is honest. Everyone is out there misrepresenting themselves, putting fake pictures of lakes, of cartoons, of everyone but who they truly are. And I get it. Gay men are very, very superficial. If you have the slightest flaw, they're ready to write you off and block you. And this is why they struggle with finding someone to love, because their expectations are dangerously unrealistic. They want you to have a 12-inch penis, a fat bubble butt, a freaking job pulling, 6 figures. They want you to have all these things and they're nothing but train wrecks basically collecting SNAP benefits. Come on. Are you for real? Like, you gotta laugh sometime because they want, these men go for broke. They want you to have it all together, but they ain't got nothing together. So all of this, just thinking about all of this is seriously making me rethink the life. I know for a fact that I will be happier with a woman. And why is that? I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I'm going to keep it 100. I realize this. When you give a woman something small, she grows it. For example, you give her a house, she makes it a home. You give her some semen, she'll make a baby for you. She always increases you. And I'm not saying that all women, let me just be clear. I'm not saying that all women don't have their issues and all this, but what I notice is this personally, there are a lot of good women out there waiting through some divine act of God for me to turn straight so that way they can bless me with love, they can increase me, they can help me grow. I don't see why I can grow with someone in the gay lifestyle. All these men do is try to break me to pieces. They try to disease me, they try to infect me, they try to throw me to the wayside. They're not honest. These men are trying to kill me. And they're trying to kill you too. Gay men out there, they're constantly talking about they're afraid of dying alone. Well, guess what? At this rate, many of you out there will die alone. And you know why you will die alone? Because this life out here is unhealthy. It's unhealthy. You got boys out there who don't use a condom. You know, I don't know how many times men have came to my apartment talking about they don't mind. They don't mind it raw. As they inhale a hit of poppers. Talking about they want it raw. What? You just met somebody. And you know something? Viewer discretion is advised with this video. Because I'm about to get raw with y'all. You know, a lot of the dudes, they sit up there and they want to swallow your semen. They don't even know whether or not it's got gonorrhea, chlamydia, any disease. They don't care. These boys don't care. They just throw their lives away. And this is what I realized. The gay community is where you come to throw your life away. When you just don't care no more. And it's become a very, very toxic community. In a toxic environment where once it used to be about brotherhood, it used to be about camaraderie, it used to be about taking care of each other. It ain't about none of that. We've been sold a lie. We've been sold a faulty bill of goods. I know me personally, I have been sold a lie. One, the first lie is talking about you were born this way. No. There's no scientific evidence talking about a gay gene. So that's a lie. Let me debunk that lie right here and right now. But people want to sell you that so that way you can just stay stuck. So that way, you know, you feel it's impossible and hopeless to change your life. But quite frankly, sexuality is fluid. Here's the truth. Who you are today, you will not be that same person tomorrow. And if you're genuinely tired of just getting played out, it's time for you to rethink a couple of things. And I've just been thinking and pondering that for so long. I've just been thinking long and hard about it. And it's not about being homophobic. It's not about internalized homophobia. It's not about all these other. We as gay men and women have got to really examine and hold a mirror up to our behaviors and say, look, what is happening? I don't know of any functional gay couples, not one. Not one. I'm sure they exist, but I don't know about them. And if they are functioning, you better believe that they have an open relationship. They sleep around on each other. There's so much infidelity. They're talking about monogamy of the heart. I don't care. I don't care. You don't love nobody. And this is me. This is me personally. You can't say you love somebody in a relationship with somebody and you sleeping with all these different people. You spreading your spirit thin with all these different people. You can't love somebody and do that. I don't care. You know? Or be in love with them and do that. Talking about I'm in love. No, you're not in love. You're in lust. Because love won't allow you to be, it won't allow you to connect with somebody else's spirit on that level. It won't let you. Especially when you think about how that'll upset your partner and that'll hurt your partner. And you also realize the nature of sex, the spiritual nature of sex. And that's what's missing also from the gay community. Spirituality. You know, a lot of gay men and women think God hates them and despises them. And that's another lie. God doesn't hate them. God just doesn't sort of, how you say, the practices. You know? He frowns upon those practices. And my thing is this. A lot of us feel trapped by this life. A lot of gay men I've noticed just talking with them. They experience a form of relational hopelessness that I've never seen before. They just gave up. And quite frankly, I gave up. I gave up. I'm not gonna lie on ever finding a real true partner within the gay community because these men out here are just too broken. They're a broke down train wreck mess. And you either stay alone, right? Or you agree and commit to someone who is just gonna just bring you to the grave. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Gay men, especially gay men, they've got to start re-examining the life that they really want to live and the legacy they want to leave behind. Because if it's a legacy of loneliness, despair, death, sure, keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing. But if you want to leave a legacy of life, prosperity, spirituality, evolution, growth, then you got to rethink, because these men out here they're too much. Too much is going on right now. Too much is happening in the world. And I bow out gracefully. I bow out gracefully. You have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And right now, I'm folding. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. And for those who want to sit up there and, be opponents of what I'm saying and talking about that I'm homophobic, not at all. Just if you're a gay man, let's sit down. Let's talk. Let me examine your experiences. And then you tell me, is this life healthy? Does it foster true community, true brotherhood, true love? Love based on sacrifice, based on intimacy, based on investment, not based on penetration, not based on how big my behind is or how big my penis is. Is it based on genuine love? Think about your circle, how many people you supposedly friends with. How many of those people will actually be with you in the final hour? How many people will actually be at your bedside in case you got sick, in case you needed someone? But this is community. I don't have not one gay friend, honey, that I can really, really, really depend on. Sure, if it's drinks, a good time, traveling, sure. But let something happen, let me fall ill, let something happen with my family and I need them, man, please. And I tested that before when I moved. I invited these gay dudes to help me out, to really foster and build that community. They said, sure. Out of all the people that I invited, I had one person show up for me, and that was a female lifting these boxes. Lifting these heavy boxes that us men are supposed to lift. I had a female helping me. And like I said, you start to think about these things. Because gay is fun in your 20s. It's nice, it's fun, it's fun, parties, the attention, the drinks, the balls, all that's fun. But as you get older, life gets harder and life gets real. And it becomes more about who's going to be there for you when everything falls apart versus who's going to be there at your birthday party or your basically your some kind of celebration or the club Friday, Saturday when it's time for the club. Nah, that's not important. What's important as you set your priorities and you grow up, you start to realize who's going to be there for me when I need someone to help me move, when I need someone to borrow money from because I find myself in a jam. Who's going to be there for me? That's what's important. When I'm in the hospital and need somebody to move my car or basically need somebody to, take out my garbage or cook a meal or tend to me. Will it be a dude? Nah, because dudes don't do caretaking. You call a dude when you want something broken, like your heart or your behind. Then you call a dude. But these are just my insights. you know. Um, that's about it, you know. And like I said, for those who want to sit up there and say that I'm being too hard on gay men, just live the life. Come, come live the life. And then after you live the life for 14 years, you tell me, you tell me how it is. This is Lewis Speaks, wishing everybody a wonderful day. Peace.